Indiana Fever head coach spotlights the player and she has never had a bad day coaching, and it's not Caitlin Clark. Stephanie White has coached several legends during her WNBA career, but if asked which player makes her life the easiest, she would turn to her current Indiana Fever roster to point out a guard. And no, it's not Caitlin Clark. I was talking with one of her college assistant coaches just yesterday, and she was like, "Have you ever had a bad day coaching Lexie?" And it's like, "No," White revealed on journalist Tony East's YouTube channel. For Coach White, this has a lot to do with the fact that Lexie constantly works hard, gives her 100% every single day, and also has an invaluable presence in the locker room. She just goes out and she busts her butt every single day, White revealed. And she's a good teammate. She's got good energy and she does whatever you ask all the time. And she's going to be solid for us. This was huge praise, mainly because of the players White has already worked with. She has coached the likes of Tamika Catchings, Indiana Fever, and DeWanna Bonner, Connecticut Sun, both widely regarded as the WNBA's all-time greats. Even now, she is coaching Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, both of whom rank ahead of Hull in the team's pecking order in terms of star power and offensive responsibility. And yet, at the end of the day, the player who has never given her a bad day is Hull. In 2025, White trusted Hull with a starting role in 30 of the 44 regular season games she played. She then started all 8 postseason games after that, averaging around 10 points per game before their run came to an end against the Liberty. She impressed White and the organization, who re-signed her on a 2-year deal after her rookie contract expired. "You talk about certain players as being kind of plug-and-play players," White said after Hull penned the deal. "They can play with any lineup. They can play in multiple positions. You know what you're going to get. They're consistent. Lexie is one of those." Hull also became a fan favorite at Gainbridge Fieldhouse because of the effort and toughness she brings every night. At one point last season, she even continued playing through 2 black eyes while leading Indiana's defense. Widely regarded as the team's defensive glue player, Hull regularly dives for loose balls, takes hard charges, fights through screens, and handles the toughest defensive assignments without complaint. She too has taken a liking to Hoosier State and admitted after re-signing with the Fever that Indiana feels like home. "I mean, the fans are great. From the moment I got here in my rookie year, even though we didn't have the best year on the court, they welcomed me with open arms." A revival in Lexie Hull's career. Before White came to the Fever, Hull struggled with playing time. She had been with the team since 2022, when she was drafted 6th overall, but spent most of her early years bouncing between the bench and the starting lineup. Hull started just 4 games in 2022, followed by 25 in 2023 and 11 in 2024. There was very little consistency in her role. But immediately after White arrived, she made Hull a key part of the Fever's defensive core. Hull went on to start 30 regular season games and eventually all 8 playoff games. Beyond defense, White has also helped bring out Hull's offensive game. Under previous coaches, Hull averaged 5.5 points and 1.1 assists per game. But after White arrived in 2025, those numbers jumped to a career-high 7.2 points and 1.8 assists per game. So far this season, Hull is averaging 7.0 points per game. She also owns a career-high 46.2% field goal percentage, along with an impressive 50% from 3. Most notably, in the Fever's game against the Portland Fire on May 20th, Hull scored 16 points while shooting 4 of 4. It proves she can light it up once she gets into rhythm. Right now, she has become a key piece for the Fever as they chase a WNBA championship this season.